100 foods to eat before you die. I've been traveling and eating all around the world, and here are the 100 foods you need to eat before you die. And these are in no particular order, so add them to your food bucket list. Number 56, standing only Korean barbecue. Good morning from Seoul. I was pretty excited for the next place I'm going to. There was a sensation in New York City like a few years ago. I think the steakhouse called Ikinori, where you stand up and you're eating steak, and that became like a novelty. That became like something really cool. I've been there. Honestly, the food was just okay. The meat was very mediocre. It was very overpriced. But there is a place here, right by my hotel actually. It's a similar concept. You're standing up to eat hanwoo, which is Korean beef. But apparently this place is really good. So we're gonna go check it out. Before that, I had to stop by and get a, I don't know what this is, I guess. Some kind of Korean grilled pancake. There's a hollow pancake with syrup and sesame inside. Oh, a nice crunchy exterior, sweet and aromatic. Not bad for $1. I smell something good. There it is. This is so cool. So the grills are like beer kegs. So this place, you walk in and it's really efficient. So you have to get minimum order of 2 people's meats. So you can't eat by yourself. You just have to get 2 people's order, which is totally fine. And I think it's about around 500 grams. So it's a little over a pound of meat. And they're efficient because as soon as you get here, all the orders are the same. You don't get to choose whatever meat you want. They just put the meat on the grill and then you just cook it yourself. You eat and you get out. And it's a cold grill. This is just so interesting because it's not like your typical, ooh, kind of burned out a little bit. Oh, look at the juice flow on this meat. It's definitely really cool to be eating like this. I mean, it's a beer keg. The dipping sauce is some kind of garlic and chives. Oh, that is delicious. The meat's already marinated, so it's got a little bit of sweetness to it. So juicy, so tender. This is good quality meat. Right away you can tell, steak has a good portion of fat on it still. And they have a cold dipping sauce as well. It's so smoky, juicy. Like I said, a little sweet, not too much. Just superbly tender meat. And some people brought their own lettuce to wrap the meat with. So I'm guessing if you want to do that, you just bring your own. But for me, just the meat is good enough for me. And this is a 2 people portion. It's not a lot. I could easily eat like 2 or 3 times this. The old-fashioned charcoal that I haven't seen in years. Last time I saw that was at my grandma's house in China. Most people here look like they're locals. It's a weekday. They just look like they're here for a quick lunch. And it's definitely the quickest, most efficient way to eat steak and barbecue I've ever seen in Seoul. Your meat is out here. It's cooked. You eat and you get out. There's no time to get comfortable. There's barely any bun time. Get some bones to gnaw on too. That's my favorite part. Ooh. Yeah, don't do that. That is still hot. Ah, so good. We're gonna hit the repeat button on this. You better not water that far in here. Not with this grill so close.
One more.
Yeah. Thank you. Probably the most fun I had at a Korean barbecue so far. That's not all you can eat, which I'm gonna go tonight. So this is gonna be a crazy Korean beef barbecue day. We're gonna start out with this keg standing barbecue. And then tonight is gonna be all you can eat, top quality hanwoo. I found a really good place. Can't wait to show you guys. It's gonna be a meaty day. Now we're getting the tourists. There's people coming in with luggages now. I salute them because coming to this restaurant, there is a steep hill. So it does take some dedication. And I appreciate their taste because this is definitely one of those first meal right off the plane or last meal before you head home kind of places. Who doesn't want their last bite in Korea to be deliciously smoky, slightly charred, juicy short rib? That's a great food memory you can take with you. And honestly, I've seen people wait longer for McDonald's in this place. You know, assuming there's no line here. Oh my God, we're facing a delicate situation here. There's a piece of beef hanging by a thread, about to be destroyed by the fire below if I'm not careful. This is the most delicate, this is the most delicate operation, rescue operation ever been part of. Oh, so glad I didn't lose you. Oh, shit, I'm good. Go rest for a few hours, then we're gonna hit the buffet. But this is perfect for tying me over until the next meat feast. All right, I truly enjoy that. I think I ate about 3 people's portion because the first round of meat they put down was for 2 people. And then I added 1 more person's meat. And I see people bringing in rice and vegetables and kimchi, so you can bring in your side dishes because they don't offer any of that. And usually people won't eat as much as I will. So if that was 3 persons serving, I paid a total of 50,000 won, so about 50 bucks. So if you're coming with other people, be expected to pay around $15 a person, which, come on, that's not bad. That was good quality meat. The environment's fun. I mean, just grilling. That was basically a fun barbecue fast food restaurant. And it's so much better than that Japanese standing steakhouse ikinari stuff. Anyway, try it out. Let me know what you think. I gotta go now. And while we're on the topic of Korean barbecue, the following is another place I would highly recommend. They're known for, well, basically Korean steak and eggs. Dinner is gonna be awesome. I'm at this restaurant that apparently a lot of K-pop people go to, well, everybody goes to, it's just packed. We waited in line for about almost an hour to get in. From what I can tell, it's a giant barbecue. And you get in here, you order a set menu, which comes with this beautiful Hanwoo steak and Hanwoo sushi, apparently. Look at the marbling on the steak. Hanwoo is a little less fat content than A5 Wagyu, bigger beef flavor. Everything's gonna be cooked on this pan. And wait till you see what goes in the middle. First, a pancake goes in, getting the blowtorch treatment. Very common thing in South Korea. And then the pancake is placed back on the pan. Hanwoo sushi goes back onto the pan, blowtorched on top, making it nice and charred. Little wasabi goes on, pickled onions. Next, the Hanwoo steak goes onto the pan. There we go. Little Hanwoo sushi. That meat just melts. Also, a sort of banchan here as well. Oh, pancake's so good. And then they use the fat from the Hanwoo, which there is a lot of, to cook the greens, making the greens smell so fatty and nice. The Hanwoo is getting sliced up.
So give me the hanwoo with a little wasabi on top and some greens. Oh, this will melt in your mouth, piece of steak. Look at how pretty the meat is. Really, really love this though. Wasabi on top, piece of onions. That rice is so nice as well. I mean, this is really delicious. It's not even the best part. This banchan is just the best. I don't even know what's all in here. I think a little mushroom, chili peppers, some crunchy greens. So good. How beautiful is this? See all the fat coursing through the meat. That hummus is too good. I mean, everything, the meat, combination of the wasabi, combination of the veggies, everything is just prepared beautifully. I hope the egg is coming later. Or else I'm gonna order a whole new set of dinner because I wanna taste that egg.
Tell the bodies to pull up. There's a party we can go all night. I will show you how to run the red light. If you wanna, you can call me mine. Somewhere on the highway, under the starlight. So high, what a nice surprise. You're all I ever had in mind. I'm happier than sky, a big case of desire. I will never say
Let me just kind of explain what happened here. So after we finished the steak and the pancake and the vegetables, they come over, they clear the plate. Then comes the brisket. Brisket is flame torch. I feel like South Koreans is having an obsession with blow torches, which God bless them for that. That's so beautiful. The whole entire thinly cut pieces of beef gets flame broiled. Come on, Burger King, learn from that. Different vegetables come on, including sprouts, more greens, gosari, which is this crunchy root, kimchi, a little wrapper, I think is konjac jelly, or some kind of dumpling skin, and then these all get cooked and laid on the side vertically, all looking beautiful, leaving space for, yes, a lake full of eggs cooked in the fat and the grease and the essence of all the food ingredients that came before it, scrambled to absolute perfection with, again, blow torch on top. And all that is piled onto the plate with a little wasabi, and just eat it all by dipping it a little bit in this sauce. So good, so good, so good. The delicious skyscraper of food, but each layer also has its own unique flavor. The bottom wrapper, it's a little chewy. The beef melts in your mouth. Crunch from the sprouts and the kimchi is contrasted by that beautiful scrambled egg in the middle. Look at that. How absolutely glorious is this? I'm not doing justice by the way I'm preparing it, but absolutely delicious nonetheless. Oh, I forgot the layer of squid as well that's in here. I'm just gonna just dunk this into the scrambled eggs and let it cover my beef and squid. I mean, every texture you want, from the fatty, melty beef to the crunchy veg to the chewy wrappers on the bottom and the delightful squid. All that, little spice from the kimchi and from the wasabi, crunch from the pickled vegetables, all that is just tied together by the meltiness of that egg. Not burnt at all, by the way. So incredibly velvety. This velvety blanket that completely embraces all the other ingredients, making this dish not just texturally a masterpiece, flavor-wise, it's basically got everything you want. This is one of the coolest dishes I had in South Korea so far. I love this banchan so much, I finished it. Brought another one over. Whole set meal is 130,000 won. So maybe about $110 for two of us. So about 50 something a person. I'm telling you, worth it. Worth it. Just with the Hanwoo is worth it. I thought it was over after the egg scrambled. Nope. There's a soup dish at the end. It took out all the ingredients, just kept some leftover drops of egg, and added a soybean paste soup. And that is gonna act as the final dish of this course meal. Basically, soybean paste soup for dessert. Rice is cooked into the soup, making this soybean paste congee. And it is awesome. Oh, also, I made a mistake. This is actually a meal for 3 people, so $110, not a bad deal for 3 people. Again, highly recommend you trying this.